any kind of martial arts training, one of the things that we have to focus on is constant repetitious drill. We have to think about how quickly can we train somebody to do something. If we teach them a few techniques and that's all they ever learn, then they'll forget it with time. But with redundancy or repetitive drilling, it becomes muscle memory, and it puts us in a situation where if somebody attacks us, we don't need to think about it, we just react. And so the goal of any type of martial arts training is through redundant training to bring about a conditioned reflex that provides us the ability to defend ourselves without thinking. We can review it in our minds afterwards. It's kind of like watching Tom Cruise in Samurai and remembering when he was attacked by the people, and he re-visualized it in his mind, how they came at him and what they were doing, and it helped him better understand what his movements were after the fact.
In our katas, we do movements here, striking. Somebody comes in and throws if you're throwing a back fist or something, it's blocking here, we're blocking and striking. We're coming here, we're blocking and striking. We do a lot of combinations like that. And a lot of people don't understand the katas sometimes, but that's in them. And it's a part of karate. It's a big part of karate, but I like to focus on it. I like the way it takes advantage of my opponent. And honestly, if you watch when we free spar, you'll see some of it. It's not easy to do. We spar and throw a lot of techniques like everybody else, but the ones where we can come in and block and hit at the same time have just got a little special flavor. You knew it worked finally.
Right.
Double punch, boom, boom. Block, block. You're coming across. It's just in your kata. The simultaneous block and strikes in your kata. It's not a new thing. It's just not a focus of some schools. We teach ourselves to bring our hand to their hip. When students start, they're like, they bring a hand, they punch. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to move both hands together. But you've learned. You can learn to block. Anytime somebody comes close enough to hit you, they've covered the distance and they've left openings. They can't cover themselves and throw a punch. If you can train yourself to block and hit at the same time, you're taking advantage of their weight coming into it. And what happens is, if she throws one solid punch at me, just throw it from there, I block, and now I go to throw a punch, I block, and she throws her next one. We do a lot of this in karate. It's not a fun drill, but we seem to practice it a lot. Or she throws her punch at me and decides she's not safe, she starts to move away from me, just moving away. I'm trying to hit a moving target. That's, if I do hit her, it's going with her. So if I can take advantage of her throwing, she throws a punch out and I go to throw the punch, her guard is coming back into a guard position, I may run into her arm. So if I can hit her when she throws a punch at me, hit her as she's coming in. She's opening the target, she's committed her weight behind it, and that other hand is busy retracting. It's hard for her to throw two punches effectively. I'm in a safe time to hit her. It's just scary because I got to really be close. We prefer to get away and then try to hit them. But we have to close that distance. So these drills take advantage of our opponent's commitment to us, of their opening target areas, and tying up their other hand is just busy going back. All I got to do is keep creeping closer and closer. Pretty soon she'll take that shot with her front hand at my head. It's right there. Okay, boom, right here. For safety purposes, I'll go to the body, but in application with headgear and pads on, I'll be sparring with somebody, they cover the distance, they go for that back, you gotta come after me, I can't. You're kind of trying to reach me. Right here. They run right into it. It's a hard one not to hit people with. But it works real well. You're just up here sparring, this hand's up here by my chin, and it's just right across. And she's carrying her guard high because she's scared.
Yeah, that's our reaction.
But it's just a combination of that crossing block, and it works very well. We're here, they come in, just slap across and hit. If she keeps blocking, I'll just jab that punch down to a different target. I hit her once low in the stomach, or with a guy going to the groin, that'll bring her hand down. But don't cover your face. I want the camera to see what we're doing. From here to here in self-defense, if I had to square off, they come in. I move my head slow, out of the way, and I throw that punch in. And now, imagine she was a 280-pound guy charging in, trying to knock my head off, and he runs right into that fist. There's a lot of power in that, and I step and turn a little bit into whatever little strength I have. He's going to get hit very, very hard. Now we're going to do another drill. I want you to face each other and bow and get a new partner. We're going to warm up a little bit. We've only been here about, what, 6 hours? So we'll make it a real quick one. Just raise your hands up and twist your body. Get a little motion in your hips and shoulders. Elbows pointing down, hands pointing up. Okay, now crossing the arms, one in front of the other. and then alternate which one's going in front of the other. That's pretty good, isn't it? You warmed up now?
Yeah.
All right, that's all we need. If you throw that punch very, very slow, and I block too soon, it comes through and it hits. Again, you throw it, and I block too late, it hits. I have to time it somewhere between here and my face. And don't move, please, but a punch doesn't move like this. I've got that much time, and punch is snapping out, going really quick. There's not a lot of room or time there to get your timing to block. So if you're fast or slow, you get hit, unless you just run a lot. We're going to try to work on something a little different. We're going to slow your punch down. One of the ways to do that, I'll carry my guard straight. You throw a punch at my chin. You run into my hand. So you can't throw a straight punch. I force you now to go around my guard. That's a circular route, and that takes more time. So it gives me a little more time to counter. Also, what I'm going to do, what happens when I fight, I don't like to just stand here if we decide to fight and just start punching it out. I'm out of range. You have to cover some distance to hit me. So you step in with your front foot and you throw a hook punch slow, please. But throwing a hook punch, that's to get your weight behind it. But when you do that, that commits your weight to me. I've got a bug bugging me. So you're charging in, we're out here fighting, and you step in with the front foot and throw that round punch. My hand has to be there. Remember, a straight punch, I had to time it perfect between here and here. I can put my guard up now. You come back next summer camp. No, you don't swing now. You come back a year from now, step into class, take a swing at me. A year ago, a hook punch. Okay. I put my guard up, I have it blocked. All I have to do is get there before you. Doesn't take a lot of timing. So I've made my block easy. I've made your punch slower. Now I've got a couple other things happening. I'm going to punch with the rear hand slow at me. You're going to throw a punch at me. I block it, and now you throw the second punch. And I go to punch, and we hit each other. That's not a pleasant thing. But that's one of the results of block and I punch. The other result is you throw the punch at me, and now you just move away. Move away from me, just step back. Just throw the punch, step in, and then step away. Throw the punch, and now I'm trying to hit a target that moves. Even if I hit you, you're moving away, there's not much power. The third thing, you throw the punch at me, bring your guard right back. I go and I run into arms, because you threw the punch out, you brought it down, and I'm punching into blocking areas. So those are three possibilities that happen when I block and I punch. What I would like to do is, I'm out of range, you step in to punch at me, you've got your weight behind it, I've got my guard here, you have to go around it. I'm going to step in, I'm going to hit you with your weight behind the punch. I hit you a lot harder. Okay. Also, when you throw the punch, you open your ribs and the side of your head. You cannot throw a technique without opening some targets. So instead of me running into your arm as it comes back to block, I can punch to open areas. I can strike where you're open. The third thing is, when you throw that punch out, the other hand typically pulls back. So when I throw my punch, I'm not running into your other hand. If I block and now we both punch, go ahead and throw that punch, we trade, and that's just an ugly place to be. And unfortunately, we've all done that too many times, including myself. But the less often we trade punches, the better. So if I can hit you when you come in, you throw that hook punch, boom. I'm hitting you with your weight behind it, opening targets, and the other hand pulling away. I've got a lot more power. Now the only other thing I'm adding to that is a little step with my front foot. I don't have to cover much, but what I want to do, you're well over 200 pounds, so am I. When we come in class, you come at me and you throw that hook punch at me, I'm going to hit you with 200 pounds of your body behind the punch. If I throw it up here to your chin or eye, you're going to hit hard. If I take a little step, I double the punch. Because now when you come at me, I put my 200 pounds behind it, we're hitting you with 400 pounds. I don't have to step much, I don't even have to step forward. What I want to do, and it's very hard to watch, but when I punch, you step in to cover the distance. When this hand lands, it hits when my foot is in the air, so all my weight lands on your face or my target. I don't want to step and then punch because all my weight goes down. And now I'm back to hitting with the power of my body, which can be strong if I use my hips and my arms and all of my body. I can hit really hard, but I can use all my muscle and my weight if I just land a hair before I hit. So now, here's the drill, all this talk, all this chatter. We're out of range. You're going to step with the front foot in and out. You're going to alternate, get your guard up. If you're peeking out, I might shoot it straight up. So you're going to carry it in front of you, so I have to go around your guard. That hand blocks, this one hits.
Okay.
Okay? Block and hit. And let's do the other side. Block and hit. Exactly right.